I remember becoming a Boy Scout. And I remember thinking how great the opportunity was to be a part of something special. The thing that really attracted me to the Boy Scouts of America, I am in its truest form, its truest sense, I love our country. And, I'm an old Western fan, John Wayne, all those movies. But I believe in everything that's great about this country. I believe in everything that this country has stood for many years, particularly World War I, II. I believe that this country has been great for a number of reasons. Not because we're the smartest country in the world, not because we're the wealthiest country in the world, but because of the hearts of the people, because of the decency and the values and morals that this country has always had for many years. When I look at the history of America, I look at all of the things that this country has stood for, all of the things that this country has gone to war for. And it makes me very proud to be an American. Becoming a Boy Scout and a kid in the ghettos of this country means a lot more than just becoming a part of another group. It was something that gave me a sense of value, gave me a sense of hope, decency, all of the things that my mom and dad were trying to teach at home. There are a lot of things that are being taken out of the schools these days. Some of those things you just don't have the budgeting for. But this is a program, and I wonder if we took everything else out of the school. I wonder if it was mandated that every young man had to be a Boy Scout for just 1 year, having the exposure to what that can do for a kid. I wonder if we had a program like that in this country for just maybe 5 years, maybe 10 years. I wonder what the outcome of that would be. I wonder what it would look like. Because too often, kids don't know what's really good. And I think about today, right today, when I think about the things that have made me proud about this country, even today when I walk and I see someone do something that I know is wrong, there is something inside of me that makes me speak. There are times when I see someone throw something on the ground, I will pick it up. If I see someone that cannot protect themselves, that they cannot speak for themselves, I will speak for them. You see, Boy Scouts helped me develop, along with the things that my mom and dad were trying to teach me. It helped me develop a sense of pride, a sense of belonging, a reason to exist. It taught me that helping someone, when you help someone, not always being in a position to try and look for something in return. The selflessness that's involved. A because I take a step back and I look at a lot of things that this country lacks today. Whether it be morals, whether it be values, whether it be ethics, a sense of charity. Just being able to look around and be empathetic. Those are all things that Boy Scouts is the foundation. But there's one thing that really concerns me today going forward. As I look at our country and I begin to look at the future, I get concerned. Because the one thing that I see us lacking more than anything else, and I'm over here at the facility at the 49ers, and every year, more and more, these young men come in. And there's one thing that they're lacking. You know what it is? It's leadership. They have no idea. They have no idea what that is. If something around them is wrong, very few of them have a pulse. Well, there's something inside of them jumps and they take a step forward and say, wait a minute, we're not doing that. We're doing this. Or this is not right. Our society today is teaching more and more that things are gray. There are no absolutes. You do your thing and I will do mine, and we'll be okay. Let's just flow together on down this road. If you're okay, I'm okay. That is our society today. And the Boy Scouts of America taught me very early on, when there is something wrong, speak. Even if it means your life. If you see something wrong, son, you speak. Don't just stand there and let it happen. If you know something is wrong, make it right. But don't just go with the flow. Today in our society, I understand why there are not many leaders. One of the number one reasons why there are not many leaders is because leadership in America today is something that is not very popular. Agree with me or not this morning, but as leaders, the leaders of this country today, the true leaders of this country today, if you speak out when everybody else thinks something is right and you know that it is wrong and you speak, wow, something is wrong with you. And our young people are being taught more and more, just join in. Just be a part of the group. Just conform. And these are things that the Boy Scouts of America helped to teach me. No, I will not conform. No, I will not be a part of your group if you do not stand for the right thing. I don't mind standing in the corner alone. I don't mind being alone. I don't mind dying alone if it means that I'm dying for the right cause. This message this morning is strong. But the Boy Scouts of America is very strong. My message to the young people, my message to all of us, if there's anything in this country worth giving money to, if there's anything in this country worth supporting, if there's anything in this country that's worth trying to help young men understand what their identity is and what their place is And the world is trying to have them understand otherwise. What else is worth giving to? What else is worth giving to? My life has been shaped and formed by wonderful people. I can remember going to some of those scouting trips. I went to 2. Changed my life. I remember sitting around the campfire, singing songs, the Kumbaya songs. I remember walking up and down the whole camp. I remember leading it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, it was the best. It was great. And those young men that I was with, we were a minority in the school. But I tell you what, when we got together, something happened. And I'll never forget those days being a Boy Scout. It broke my heart when I knew that in 6th grade, that would be my last year. Because the next year I would start football. Fortunately, my coaches had an affiliation with Boy Scouts and carried it on. And the things that I learned, when you talk to another man, when you meet someone, look in their eyes. Give them a firm handshake. Hold your head up, shoulders back, chin up. Treat everybody the same. Treat everybody the way you would want to be treated. Those were the messages that I remember. A lot of those same things. Sometimes you go through life and you forget. You just kind of think, well, this is why that happened. This is why this happened. Being here this morning and looking at some of these scouts reminds me of kind of where it started. I'm very proud to have been a Boy Scout. And to me, once a scout, always a scout. Some things just don't change. But I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to come and speak to you. The last thing I want to say is this. When I looked at the Scouts and organizations like the Scouts, one day I won't walk so fast. We'll walk a little slower. One day my memory may not be as great as it is today. And I think sometimes, who will speak for me? Who will stand for me? Who will continue to speak the right things? Who will not be afraid because they're outnumbered? Who will be the one, if it's only one voice in a room, that will stand and say, I disagree. This is the right way. When everybody else says it's wrong. And the only thing that I can promise you is this. If there's a scout in the room, he will. If there is a scout in the room, he will. I thank you very much, and I'm very thankful to the Boy Scouts of America. I'm thankful for those that support Boy Scouts of America, because I promise you, to make a tremendous difference in the lives of these young men. I thank you very much.
Coach Singletary. And with that being said, I have a young gentleman right here, a young man, who's going to present you with something. I'm going to help him out a little bit here. On behalf of the Boy Scouts of Santa Clara County, please accept our thanks for your presentation this morning at our Community Leadership Breakfast.
The funds raised will help us extend the values of scouting and youth in every neighborhood of Santa Clara County Council. One of the highlights for every scout is a weekend summer camp. Many cannot afford to pay the modest fee to do the financial hardship. A scholarship will be presented to a scout this summer, so that may enjoy the hiking, sports, crafts, games, and skills, and new friends they make while at camp.
So we have something that we'd like to present to you. Do you have it?
That's it.
Oh, this is it. That took a lot of bravery. One more hand for that young man right now. Well, you know, we want to get you out on time, and we want to say thank you for coming out here today, sharing with you this morning, sharing with you a breakfast, sharing with you a story of hope, sharing with you a story of passion, of leadership. And again, you know, in my capacity in this role, you know, the Boy Scouts of America is celebrating 100 years of being in this community, or being in this country. And one of the things that they've recognized is that there is a strong group of people that represents a very large majority in this country that was underrepresented, that really didn't have the opportunity to participate in Boy Scouts and have the opportunities that Coach Singletary shared with you this morning. And the Hispanic community was very underrepresented here in Santa Clara County. I don't want to show the numbers because they're dismal, but they're growing. And in fact, in the last year and a half since I've taken over as the chair, we've actually quadrupled the amount of PACs that support Hispanics. We have bilingual people that are able to support them and work with them. We've changed over the website to support Spanish speaking. So we've made some great strides in that effort. So with that being said, we need help in that effort all together, the entire Boy Scouts in Santa Clara, and that's why you're here today. So if you are a table captain, I would like for you to raise your envelopes. This is the participation part, folks. All right? So, and then if you have your checkbook, like I do, don't pay any attention to the emblem on this checkbook. Okay? Sorry about that. Anyway, I love you, Coach. Okay. Take out your checkbook, and what I really want you to do is close your eyes for a second and think about that child, that young man that had the Boy Scouts in their lives. I mean, they've been around for 100 years, so you have to have known someone that has experienced the Boy Scouts in their lives. And then I want you to imagine the opposite side of that spectrum as a young man that didn't have the Boy Scouts in their lives, or had that opportunity to have the Boy Scouts in their lives. And as you write that check, that's who you're writing that check for today. That young man that would otherwise not have that opportunity. So without any further ado, we're going to give you, this is called the 2-minute drill. All right? And I really appreciate you taking the time to work with us today and supporting a great organization and a great cause. 2 minutes. Cue the music. Oh, and
2 minutes on the clock.
Wow, it scared me. And then a good friend of mine also shared with me this. And what I also want you to think about is before you write that check, or as you're writing it right now, before you put that $ sign out there, think about what $5 does for you. I want you to think about a cup of coffee at Starbucks, you know, the dessert at the end of your dinner. And if everybody in this room were to contribute just $5 more, That would be a significant amount of boys that would be able to participate in the Boy Scouts. So, again, if you're going to pledge $5, please pledge 10 now, and so forth and so forth. So thank you very much.
2 minutes on the clock. Ready, set, go.
2 minutes, ladies and gentlemen.
Ready for this.
I just got word that the top 5 donors today walk away with a signed autograph ball from Coach Singletary. So, 5 balls.
Ready for this.
I'll sign it too if you like.